In our town, we know what we need. That's why at Bianchi Honda, we sell more CRVs than any other dealership sells all their vehicles combined. We are an SUV town, choosing the #1 rated SUV brand. Lease the 2019 CRV LX all-wheel drive for only $199 per month for 36 months. With over 2 million customers served, around here, we Honda.
Time now for the Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. He is the head coach, John Reilly. Welcome back to the 1330 studio.
Good to be here. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while.
You spent some time in here with, well, Jimmy and Gypsy.
Yeah, mainly Jimmy. Those were all great memories.
Good stuff, good stuff. All right, let's talk about a couple games. The last one was IUP. Of course, they're always good. 78-63, and you played them close. You cut the lead down in the
yeah, I mean, it was a close game and a half. They're probably the most experienced team in the league. They've been together. They are extremely well coached, and I thought we competed well. Really, almost the whole game. Had it to 6, I think, a couple times in the second half. But again, their team, if you make mistakes, they penalize you, and they have many guys that can make threes. Mainly Diaz, Lombardi, and Malik Miller. And those guys were able to make some shots down the stretch.
That's coming off of the defeat at the hands of Seton Hill. This one 68-54. Any similarities in the makeup of those rotations?
I don't think they were a lot different. I mean, Seton Hill, that game was different in terms of the score, whatever the score was at halftime, and then that was just an inability to make shots at all, and we hit great shots. I mean, if you looked at our shot chart, all of our shots were in the paint, so we can't complain in terms of the quality of shots that we got. We didn't make them, and you're not going to beat a good team. Again, now blinded, and their guard play, their 2 guards really hurt us, but we had great shots, and we make them, we win. We don't make them, we don't win.
It seems defensive intensity hasn't really been the issue this year. Is that fair to say?
Yes, but I don't think our defense has been as good as of late. And in a game like Seton Hill, when you're struggling to score, your defense needs to be that much better. To try to get some things off your defense, for instance, a steal and a layup, just because their defense can't get back and get set, or a deflection and an attack. So we're still harping on the same things in terms of that. Our rebounding hasn't been as good the last couple games as well, and that definitely hurts us.
Was there a difference in mindset in the first and second half when it came to scoring the basketball?
No, shouldn't be. I mean, we're just trying to execute. Sometimes the ball doesn't go in. Sometimes it does, and again, you have to find a way to make shots. You generate offense. I mean, you try to get people in position to score, and again, you have to step up and make them. And for whatever reason, we had great shots. There's shots we needed to take. There's probably only 2 shots in the second half I didn't like that. I thought were rushed, forced. All the other shots I thought were very good shots by people that could make those, and we have to take those shots.
And oh, by the way, you got 5 other guys out there trying to pull the ball away at all times. So people forget about that.
Competition, human element, competition.
Let's see. In that game, Nathan Davis, he heated up in the second half. But
him and Blondin.
You did a good job on him in the
We did a great job in the first half on both of them. But again, it's a 40-minute game, and we kind of let them out of the bag. And that was the problem with our defense. We lost people in transition. We didn't communicate well there. And some of our positioning off the ball as the ball was moving wasn't good. And it enabled those 2 guys to get better looks, and they knocked them down.
Is your forward development still coming along?
We're trying to develop everywhere. We're a little up and down. I'm trying to think back now because we've had so many things. I don't think Kevin Dodds didn't play at Pitt Johnstown. Kevin Dodds didn't play against Seton Hill. He did play against UPJ. Now DP's going to be out. So it's been hard in terms of guys are in, guys are out, guys are in. I mean, we've been in flux. I'm not using that as excuses. Everyone knows me. We don't make excuses. You play with what you have. But it definitely affects how the game goes and how you play.
All right, moving into IUP, again, you defended them well. With a team like that, do Does it seem like they just have a bag of tricks and they just pull out a different one when it's not working?
No. And I like I said, I thought we played very hard. I wouldn't say we defended them well. Their percentages were high. Their best players made shots, but it's not tricks. They're consistent. They're battle tested, and they knew they were going to have a tough game here, and they definitely weathered the storm. And again, they're three key guys made shots, so you have to give them credit. Obviously, we didn't get them to miss shots. I thought we did a poor job on the glass. They got some putbacks and easy baskets, and I thought that was the difference.
Dante Lombardi is one of those guys I feel like has been playing for 10 years now in the PSAC.
Well, he's like Adam Blazing. When you play that long, you play your 4 years, but you play almost every minute of every game. It does seem like you've been been there a long time. But he's a guard that has definitely hurt us over the years. He's crafty. He can make shots, but defensively, he's able to steal the ball. He's able to anticipate, and he's really hurt us.
It was Make-A-Wish Saturday. Of course, you got to just focus on a basketball game in the midst of all this festive environment. It was Hawaiian themed. Gabby wanted to go on a cruise to Hawaii, so they're going to send her there. I wondered, you're well traveled. Have you been to Hawaii?
I have. A long time ago.
Vacation, or did you live there?
No, my dad was a Foreign Service officer, so he was working at the U.S. Embassy. And when we were on our way over to Jakarta, Indonesia, we stopped we spent 4 or 5 days, I think, in Honolulu. And then when we were coming back from Indonesia, that was in 1972. In 1975, when we were coming back, we spent some days there as well. So, fond memories. First thing I'm going to do when I get out of coaching, I'm going to go to the Maui Classic. I've always loved that tournament. So I will be back, Lord willing. I'll be back, but I've been there.
Cool stuff. On Saturday, is it hard to cut through that? You guys seemed focused.
Oh, the cause, the Make-A-Wish cause is great, and we'll support it. We'll support those young people in any way. But our focus is on the game, period.
You like the focus level to start?
I thought we were fine. I thought practices leading in there were good. We're doing everything we can to in terms of film practice, just to have our guys prepared for the game. And then obviously the most important part is when the ball goes up, making plays at both ends, and that's all we can do at this point in time, and just try to get them to fight like crazy every single possession together.
Was Dodds able to put in a full week of practice, or you find out last minute?
That's why he was in, he was out, he was in, he was out, he was in, out. Not ideal, but I still would rather play with him than to play without him. And when you deal with injuries and things like that, they're out of your control, and you just try to control the things that you can control. And a credit to him, his mind was good, and he was going to fight and compete. But the fact of the matter is, both times we played against him, he hasn't been 100% right. But he'll have his opportunities in the future.
Cal, 7:30 on Wednesday. It is a road trip. Cal needs a win just like you guys. You're 7-14 overall, 5-10 in PSAC. That's their record, 7-14 overall, 5-10 in PSAC. So they're right behind you in 6th place.
Right, and they beat us here. A game that we were up pretty big in the first half. They ended up taking the lead at half. Good players. They don't have a lot of players. Players they have are very good. May possibly have the best point guard in the league. And their other guys are really all kind of guards, and they're all very, very good. They all can score. They all can make shots. So we're gonna have to do a great job of defending their actions, and we're gonna have to be able to attack that zone, and we're gonna have to have guys that can step up and make shots consistently.
He is the head coach, John Reilly. Let me know if you can't find anybody to go to Maui with you.
Hey,
I'll be there.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Hey, my pleasure.